Alrighty, so today I played Palm Desert Resort Country Club. Of course, I'm staying in California. One is just a slight dogleg right, pretty straightforward. Hit a good drive there. Left myself a wedge in hand about 88 yards to the pin. Hit this pretty thin, but as they say, thin to win. So left me about 12-foot putt here for birdie. Really took time looking at this putt. Took too much time looking at the break instead of the speed, though, and I just left this about 2 inches short. So I had just a tap-in par in the first. Can't complain about that. So we are even through one. Okay, so here on hole 2, it's another dogleg right. You're required to hit a high fade. Sometimes I hit 3-wood just to hit it straight, but today I decided to hit driver. I hit it exactly how I wanted to, so that felt really good. And it left me another wedge in hand, about 87 yards here. So I'm just mimicking my swing on one. Yeah, I hit this a little bit more solid than I did on hole 1, but I just didn't give it enough juice. Hit it on my line, just not enough strength to that shot there, and left me about 27-foot putt. And did not hit this putt too great. Did not get it there, but it left me not too much to clean up for par. And yeah, so we are even par through 2 holes. Alrighty, so here on 3 is another dogleg right. Driver's a little too much club for me, so I decided to hit a 3-wood, and I hit a low cut 3-wood, which was exactly how I wanted to hit it, and ended up in the center of the fairway. Left me about 153 yards in, so I hit a stock 9-iron. I hit this one pretty solid. Got a good divot out of it and just hit it on my line just over the flag, and it left me about 12 feet back down the hill for birdie. I was pretty confident with my line here. Kept looking at it and just was confident with it, and then as soon as I hit the putt, I pushed it a little bit outside, and it did not do what I thought it was gonna do. So that's never fun, but I cleaned up par here. Nothing much to it, just straight back up the hill. Alrighty, so we've reached our first par 3 of the day, hole 4, about 160 yards. I decided to hit a 9-iron. Hit it god-awful. Left the face wide open, and it was not pretty. Not an ideal shot there, and left me not an ideal second shot with tight grass, tight lie, firm ground. Had to hit a high shot over the bunker. I actually landed it exactly where I wanted to, but it rolled out because of the firm grass, so no spin there. And then we had a 20-footer to save par, which no one likes a 20-footer save par in the 18 handicap hole. And here I just set up to my line. I knew I hit it too hard and ended up making it. Alrighty, we've reached our first par 5 of the day, hole number 5. Not too long of a hole, about 500 yards. Driver's too much club for me, so I decided to hit 3-wood. Left the face a touch open, and the wind took it a little right. So not a great shot off the tee there. Left me in the sand, having to lay up, which nobody wants to lay up. But I just decided to hit a 7-iron back into the fairway, just to leave me a wedge in. Caught it a little fat, but it worked out just fine. Not too much wrong with it. Hit it where I wanted to, so couldn't complain. Left me about 105 yards in. I decided to hit a very soft 52 degree. I pulled it a touch. My balance was a little off. Luckily, I was on the top tier where the flag was, so that wasn't too much of an issue putting wise. I had about 18-foot putt here. Didn't break as much as I thought it would. It was not too bad, but it was a misread, leaving me a tap-in for par. Alrighty, so our second par 3 of the day, hole 6, about 160 yards. Front pin, I decided to hit a soft 8-iron. Hit it a little too soft for my liking. Left me on the front of the green, and the pin was right. So, not terrible, but left me about almost a 30-footer for birdie. I just kept looking at this putt over and over. It didn't seem like there was much to it. Just had to make sure I got it there. Really didn't hit it too bad. Left me not too much to save par. Alrighty, so hole 7 here is a pretty challenging par 4. You have to hit the fairway, really, and I just did not do that here. I left the face little open, and it just kept fading on me. Didn't miss the fairway by much, but knew in this area you would not be getting a good lie. It was kind of clumpy, so I did not get a very good lie, and I had 150 yards in, hit a 9-iron. It was a little downwind, so I didn't hit a necessarily full hard 9-iron, and I actually hit it pretty good. No spin, it just kept running on me, which is kind of annoying, and left me about a 20-footer down the hill for birdie. And as soon as I hit this, I knew I hit it on my line, and it just kept going and going and going, and it went in. So nice birdie there. Needed that. So we reached the final par 5 of the front 9, hole 8. It's a good one. It's about 540 yards. At least that's what it says on the card. Water right by the green, and this was probably the best drive I hit all day. Really got a hold of this one. Carried the left bunker, which is probably about 270 to carry, and probably rolled out about 30 yards. Not leaving the greatest lie, and as you can see by this shot, not a great shot. Pretty close to a top. Wasn't a top, but it was pretty close. But it actually left me about 80 yards in, or excuse me, 90 yards in, just 56 degree. Hit this pretty good. I even got an applaud from one of the homeowners on the course, so that was pretty funny. Left me about 16 feet for birdie. Kept looking at this one. I was kind of uncertain with a lot of my putts today. A lot of them were going opposite ways of what I thought they were, and I missed this one by about 2 inches, but just a tap-in par. So 1 under through 8. Alrighty, on to the final hole on the front 9. Number 9, a pretty short par 4, so I decided to hit 2-iron, and I hit this really good actually. I tried to play the slope so it would feed down to the center of the fairway. Didn't feed how I wanted it to, so it left not a great lie. Ball was above my feet, and I pulled it a touch. Came out pretty spinny, and I actually spun it off the left side. Not much off the green, but I did miss the green, and decided to putt it. It was just a pretty straightforward up the hill putt, and I actually almost made it. Left me just about 3.5, 4 feet for par. And I made it, which was nice, and 1 under on the front 9.